Buddy podcast, baby. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
I'm a dude and he's a buddy.
Jared Campbell and Danny Martinello.
What's going on? We got a lovely little guest today, don't we?
We got one of our best boys from Toronto,
Oh,
from Canada.
boy, do we ever.
One of the best comics to come out of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the Filipino legend, Keith Pedro.
Hey,
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
I'm glad we did it, boys.
What's going on, buddy? Welcome to your first entrance into the lovely 2R studios.
I love it, boy. And thanks for having me, man. You guys are killing out here, and it's good to see you in fucking America.
In
Good
person?
to see you out here, bro.
Oh yeah, you know me. I like
You're
to grind.
killing it. You're in the States all the time now. I mean, originally from Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto legend. But you're touring all over the United States now. You just happen to be in Brooklyn for 3 days, so we had to get you on the pod.
We had to get you reel you in like a fisherman getting
No,
a
you
nice
know
little
me, man.
swordfish.
You guys are the homies, bro.
Hell yeah.
This is brotherhood right here.
Oh,
This
yeah.
It's good to see it.
It's our kinship.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you were able to enjoy a nice blunt on our rooftop.
Yep.
Got you all high and stoned. Eyes are glossier than a Krispy Kreme donut, buddy. Look at you. Eh?
Nice little hoof on the roof. Started up. Started up.
Goof on the Roof. That's a bad Christmas movie.
Yeah. it
Goof
might
on the
be.
roof.
Goof on the
Yeah.
Roof.
Yeah. Then you got yourself a king can from downstairs. We got you
Got the
one of
king
those
can.
$2 king cans, which is just crisping up in our fridge. And Danny and I are hitting
Gotta
the
love
pause
that
button.
Brooklyn hospitality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, baby.
Turn this room into a banquet hall with that Coors.
There it is.
So, Keith,
Yo.
let's just get we're gonna get right into this, dude.
Let's go.
We're gonna check in. We're gonna let you know how we're doing. You're gonna tell us how you're doing, and then we're gonna just
Perfect.
talk some shit, dude.
That's what we came here for.
Hell yeah! All right, you want me to kick it off, Dan?
Yeah, you kick him off, show him how we do it, and I'll follow up, and then we'll let Keith all roll in with his check-in.
I think it's been a good week. It's been a good week. Things are bouncing back. You know, we were a little down on the last pod. A little down, but I think
Look behind you, Keith. There's the BK crowd of sadness.
crown of sadness?
Downer
No.
crowner, as some would say.
So if you get sad on this pod, you put the crown on.
Yep.
But no, I think things are looking up. We've been off the drink now for a minute, and we had some good workouts. We're eating right. We got good shows coming up. Danny's about to hit the road. I got some shit cooking right here in New York. I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling like 7.5 good.
7.5.
That's high for me, bro.
High?
That's high for
It's
me.
a high for him.
5.
Yeah.
Me, I'm feeling good. You know, back on the thing. Every so often you got to have a look in the mirror, and I think the mirror sometimes yells back at you. So it was a nice one to realize that. Off the booze officially. I know we were always going say ba 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 back and forth, but we're gonna rack up a long streak here. Last one was 2.5, and we don't know what it's gonna be. So
Give it an old college try.
give it the old. No, we're gonna give it the university try. Get a degree hanging on the wall from my mom to say, "Hey, isn't my son a good boy?" That's what we're
I'm
gonna
gonna give
do.
it the community college try, where I fall right off the fucking
Yeah,
wagon
you
again
just
in a week.
come back with a nice burn on your upper lip from doing hot blades in a
That's right.
Chevy Impala.
Got 2 black and butter knives in the drawer.
Yeah, but besides that, shows are going good. Going to Winnipeg for the first time. That's going to be lovely.
Nice.
Go back home. I'm going to have a nice premarital intercourse with my lovely girlfriend. Have some meals. Do some good shows here. Going to go get a thing. We'll discuss what we're going to get here. Keep you on a little surprise.
Yeah, that's for next episode.
Next episode. And just feeling good. Eating clean. Got to save mine. Got a nice sober October coming on. So I think everything's good to go. Feel really positive with the sense of community here in the New York comedy scene. It's nice.
Isn't that lovely, Keith?
That's
What are you
fucking
at?
amazing.
What am I at right now? I don't know if the kratom's feeling it or whatever, but I would say, yeah, man, I'm rocking a 7.5 with you on that one.
Hell yeah,
there you
brother.
go. Not too
and
high.
that's out of 10.
That's
out of 10.
dude.
Okay.
But you
That's
gotta
not
understand, Danny usually tends to hover around like an 8. Like he's always higher than me. I'm like, I come in
Yeah.
at I'm always between like a 5 and a 7. So 7.5 is high for
Had
me.
my lowest
and
one.
I think seeing you here has made me very happy, Keith.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Why
I
don't you
love
tell us
man.
what's going on with you?
Man, life is good, bro. Life is really good. It's good check-in. I'm on this 26-city American tour
Fuck yeah.
that I didn't think was gonna happen, and you don't know what's gonna. 1 year, man. I remember the phone call when it was all happening. I was at Legoland doing a gig in San Diego, and just
What happened? You got management?
got a manager. Got a manager first. Shout out to him. He's just helping me out. And then we got a booking agent, and then the booking agent connected with my manager, and we was like, "Yo, I got these cities for Keith. Keith's great," and boom. And
You're doing it.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
great,
a whole
man.
team now.
Yeah, I got a whole team.
Before
man.
you just
Merch
had
is doing
old,
well. Yeah.
Before you just had old Timmy behind the fucking desk looking at what was it, Champions League game.
Yeah.
Or what's his fucking name? I can't remember his name. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Ooh, Timmy. Ooh.
Oh, fuck. The guy from Yucks.
Oh, Crollo.
That's what you had. You had
Big yuck shout
you had
out.
Crollo watching Chelsea in Champions League, and you're like,
Man, he loves his soccer.
I got you Turkey Point, $150.
Oh, we've all done Turkey Point. in
we've done
Canada.
Turkey
So
Point.
what you at, dude? Out of 10, how you feeling?
You know what? And I'll explain what the number is. I'm feeling great, but I'll probably be like an 8.5.
8.5.
8.5. The
Super
only
high.
thing
Good.
is, it's crazy because with this whole tour that's been happening, I have twins and they're 5, and this is the best time.
You missed them.
Oh
Uh-huh.
man, this is because they're like
Yeah,
such
they're
young,
growing
they're
right now.
growing, but they're not in that age yet where they have like friends to influence them. So they still have their own like.
And we know
still
Papa Keith wants to be the number one influence in
Yeah,
the kids'
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Your kid is you got an older son now. How old is he?
Venicio's 18, bro.
Goddamn mirror image. And one of my favorite jokes that you do is when you talk about how
Pizza party?
the full you got a full Filipino family. You got the wife and all 3 kids, and how everybody wears the same size clothes.
That's a banger, bro. Manny Stacquiao on the new comedy album, Wear and Share. That's the fucking track.
It's 3 generations of a Nike Air Max.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
amazing, bro.
Yeah.
There's so many stories. One time I went actually and wore Layla's Timbs, my daughter. I wore her Timbs. That was so embarrassing.
Because she said, Daddy, you don't know what it's like to be a woman until you walk a mile in my shoes.
No,
You're like, give me your Timbs, bitch.
No, we tried to do something cute and get all the same Timbs as a family.
Now
and
you're
it
wearing
fucked
now
up.
you're wearing her Timbs, going to
It's
Sephora, trying to put mascara on.
Yeah, did you
just so
guys go to
can-
Claire's too to get those earrings?
Yeah.
We got our ears pierced together at Claire's. But
It's
no,
like
it was
an old
crazy.
school pirate trick where you wear earrings just enough to pay for a casket in case you die somewhere abroad to get shipped back home, but yours are enough for a basket.
They're definitely something to use as a community. Where our family can use. Hey guys, my family, we do this thing where like me and Bev, we'll fight over earring backs.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, hey, did you take the back of my earring back? Like,
Damn, dude.
Like,
Filipinos fight over different shit than white people fight about.
It's funny. I don't even think
You could just cut a little bit of a wine cork, put it in the back there for.
you can do wine cork. You can do an eraser. You can do a.
You're cutting your fucking kids, your
Piece of
twins'
gum.
erasers off. They got no erasers left on their fucking pencils.
Yeah,
the guy's keeping his earring together.
Earring backs.
Yeah, you're just hoping they're becoming mathematical wizards, just
Yeah,
so they don't have
don't-
to erase.
You get one shot.
Yeah.
Do not miss your chance to pass.
Don't. You better be right on your Scantron test. You ain't had no mistakes now, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Your papa's got to look good on stage.
But that's interesting what you said, because like your kids are young, they're growing up, but you're just like now. You've been in the game. How long you been in the game?
My son's 18.
How long you been in the game?
18
years. Oh, when you had your
Yeah.
kid, and now you're just really starting to like pop. Things are really coming together, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that it's actually a good time, because by the time your kids grow up a little bit, you're gonna be able to give them the life that you were never able to give your son.
No, it's crazy. So my son now, my 18-year-old, he don't give. He don't see. He's seen the whole thing. And I was doing gigs in LA, and I brought the whole family. And this was during Halloween, right? So I got these twin boys just doing trick or treating in fucking West Hollywood. Dope as shit. Weather's nice. My son's pissed. Venice was there. He's like, fuck these little shits, man. This is their Halloween.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
You know what I mean? I had to fucking, I do this with an umbrella and a scarf
In
and a
Scarborough?
yeah, and a bubble jacket. No, not Scarborough. Not from Scarborough. But,
Sorry,
and
I
like,
thought you were saying, because in Canada it was scarf, hoodie, all that
Buddy,
stuff.
yeah.
I just
You
thought you were in West Hollywood with a bunch of gays.
Yeah,
I gotta wear a
no.
scarf
Yeah.
doing this shit. I'm wearing a pashmina to show up. Trick or treat.
No,
It's
it
so
was
funny. Why don't they have to wear eyeliner?
Yeah.
yeah. So he's
You, like,
seeing
stay
the
away from
whole
that
thing
guy. That's
too.
a Hollywood bear.
Yeah, no, man. They seeing the whole thing too, and like my son, like we were out getting fucking, jerk chicken back in Toronto, and some guy's like, "Yo, man, let me take a picture." And he's just like, "Fuck, hurry up, man, let's go."
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he
and
doesn't
then my
care.
twins are like, "How come everybody knows you're Papa? You're so
Right.
cool."
They're gonna see you as a star.
Always.
He still sees you as that guy that was performing with Jarrett Campbell in front of 4 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Fox in the Fiddle in North York.
Oh, you're all shit face.
Those were the days. I don't give a fuck. I would never trade.
Can I tell something real quick?
Yeah.
Quick story. There was remember that Fox in the Fiddle show? Did you ever do
Joshua Elijah.
that? Josh Elijah's
Yeah.
show, and I was up there one time. Keith was there. It used to be mayhem, that show.
Mayhem.
Right? It was just
Nuts.
wild. It was chaos. People were hammered. It was in a basement.
course.
Always some shit was going down.
They'll throw shit at you.
There's always like a weird North
Did they have
York
the big
guy trying to.
sizzling fucking the hot pans that
the
came out?
fajitas, the sizzling
Yeah.
Fajitas.
fajitas.
You're just ready to hit a punch on, then like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But then you could always blame a bomb on it. You'd be outside. You'd be like, dude, that joke would have smashed if those
wasn't for
fajitas
the
were hitting the
Yeah,
table.
fucking-
But then one time I was out there with Keith was doing the show, and he had some friends there, and there was this really drunk dude in the crowd, and he was being a fucking asshole. And then Keith kept talking shit to him, and then eventually the guy walked up. Remember the room was separated, and you could walk right up the middle.
Yeah.
And this dude walked up the middle, and I don't even know what he was trying to do. He did this like really, he was being an asshole, and he got down on like a knee to like bow to Keith like that, and then Keith just winds up and slaps the shit out of him. Dude, there was like, oh, and then the guy gets up, and about 3 of Keith's friends tackle this dude. He goes over a table, and Keith's just going, I roll deep, motherfucker, I roll deep. And it was fucking fantastic. One of my favorite Toronto comedy memories, truly.
Thanks, man. It was, you know what? It was a crazy night. I was headlining, and I think my boys were there, and this guy was talking shit, and then I go, "Why don't you come here so I can fucking slap you out?" He was like, "Yeah, right. Go right ahead." I go, "Bitch, bam!" And then, but I knew I was rolling deep too. I knew that night was no matter what.
And they had like
Even if I wasn't,
it
I
was
still
a night
would
to
have
throw a
slapped.
slap.
Yeah.
They had like $10 pitchers or something too. I remember where it was like you can go
Yes,
there,
yes,
you'd
yes.
get your
$10.
spot pay, but then you would spend it all on the pitchers
Yeah.
of beer, and then you're like, oh fuck, it's an hour and a half bus ride
People
home.
used to love paying me before a show because they knew I'd sink it right back into their bar. Like I was
Absolutely.
never leaving with what they paid.
no.
That was the biggest hustle when you grow up in comedy. That was like this. You know, one of the times I came home to a fucking pregnant girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Hey, how's the show? Got any money, bitch? I'm drunk. No, we're actually we're in the
Pregnant
whole $12
bitch.
because
Yeah.
we had to go late night Taco Bell. at
Well,
the-
what, you got 4 kids, and then so then what? But then 2 of them are in one pregnancy. So then how many months is that? What's 3 times 9?
18.
18, 100,
47.
108, 27, 270 months,
Wow.
or 27 months.
I mean, Bev, though, your wife.
27 months you came
who
home with
I
no
know.
money in your pocket.
No.
Bev's a ride or die, though. Bev is fucking
Oh,
awesome,
man.
Yeah.
No, Bev's wicked.
dude. Yeah.
It's great though when you have a ride or die or like that. You know what I mean? It's a good support system, and the best thing about it is she's a stunner. So I look super important, dude. I'll be like in LA shows and people just think I'm important, which I fucking am.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
can't
But
really
it
have a
helps when
dish
you
pig
have,
on your
yeah.
arm when you're going out places.
Oh yeah, and people just want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well, they want to
attract.
talk to her through you, but they have to go through you.
Yeah, but they also like, let's say like, you know, one time I had to do a show and there was a producer in the audience, and then he saw me like, you know, go to my fucking hot wife, and then like he just fucking,
Who's this now?
Oh, we gotta get. We have to get that.
gotta sign him.
We gotta get that Keith, that Filipino boy. He has a hot
Yeah,
wife. We gotta
yeah.
get him on our show.
Yeah, but it
She's good for the
projected
cameras.
swag, you know what I mean? And it also attracts other women, which is obviously a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
When
no
you're-
doubt, it makes you
yeah.
look like you are balling, but you also are one of the best dressed people ever. I don't know what you spent. What would you say your clothing budget is in a year?
It's a lot.
If you had to take a stab.
We're looking at racks here, guys.
Is
We're
it like
talking
is it
racks.
like your 18-year-old son's eating pork chops because daddy got some new fucking
no?
drip?
That's
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah.
the thing though.
Yeah, you gotta get a manager special here because I just got a nice cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad, are you making dinner? You know where the microwave is, motherfucker. Check these fucking Jordans out.
That is all very true. No,
Yeah.
no, it's only because
I'm saving
no.
for a Maserati, so eat a Michelina for
No.
fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
Michelina to Maserati. That's gonna be your next album. That's gonna be that's gonna be your son's first hip hop album, bro. Michelina to Maserati.
Oh yeah, Michelini's at home, Maserati in the garage.
They
But,
they eat fucking lean cuisine, so I can party
No,
like
it's-
Sheen.
the
Jared
crazy-
doesn't like when I tap on the
He
back.
started
of the
this new thing that he only started doing a couple episodes ago, where he just beats on the back of the couch the whole time. And
I'm stemming. What can you want?
He
What do
is
you want?
stemming.
I'm stemming. I got ticks.
okay, so Keith, we did a thing a little while ago. I mean, that Danny did, and it was mixed reviews online. To Danny.
Hold on, wait, one other thing, just one thing before you finish
please,
this.
please.
Just to clear it up. Yeah, no, the clothes is good, but sometimes I spend a lot on like if what really my money goes to
Feeding
is,
your
like,
family?
is groceries.
I bet.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy a lot. It's crazy a lot. And,
Hey,
but
you're-
then the
you're
thing is, I'll tell my son to like warm something up, but he's also like a picky eater.
Oh.
So you'll see me with drip, and then I'll be telling my son like, "Yo, fucking," and he'll be like, "Yo, can we order some food?" I'm like, "Bitch, there's 4 seasoned steaks in the Costco.
yeah.
Get the fuck." Cook, bitch.
Eat it.
Right?
Yeah.
Cook, motherfucker.
You gotta learn.
Yeah, so I didn't want to, I didn't want on record. They're like, no, Keith spends money on
No,
clothes.
we know you're
No,
taking
cook-
care of your family.
But he saves money on shoes. He got a little kid's foot, so it's cheap.
Exactly.
Duh.
That's Marie. No, but you still have to
No,
buy
no,
adult
no.
shoes.
I have
You have
adult
adult
shoes.
You know our
shoes?
boy
Okay,
Marito,
okay.
he actually buys children's shoes
As
because he
he
can
should.
fit in that size, and he gets them for like fucking like $150 less than any other pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also a good place for him to like sleep in.
But at what cost?
Lie down.
Shoes? Yeah.
lie down. You gotta get lie down, sleeping bag.
Actually,
No,
Marito stayed over here, and I actually we laid out a bed of Kleenex in the the drawer
Yeah.
beside my bed, and I couldn't wake him up.
Salvadorian in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Fuck,
No,
man,
wait.
yeah,
What
love
was I
that
gonna
guy.
say? So
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, we did a thing where Danny.
I named off my top 5 Asians.
ranked as
Yes.
Asians, and some people were really into it. They're like, "This guy is on point," and some people were like,
This
"Stop
guy's-
giving two white guys microphones."
Yeah.
So,
But
So
Phil-
now,
but
on
Philippi-
Asians here. Okay.
But Filipinos were in my top 5.
yes, they were.
They were in my
pretty
top
high.
5.
Do you know where they were?
Yeah, it was
First,
where
go.
they were. No, the first would have to be like either the Japanese,
Yeah, Japanese and Koreans are right up there, bro.
Japanese,
Okay.
Koreans, Vietnamese, Thai, and Filipino are my favorite Asians.
Is that the order?
No, not in particular order.
Okay.
If I'm in a hospital, Filipinos are my favorite
Of
Great
course.
caretakers.
out of all of them.
Great. So historically, here's the thing.
No, but
'cause-
Filipinos would probably actually be like top 3 because they're always they're very polite. They're a Catholic. they no, they have a very close connection to God, and I like
Yeah.
it. They're very beautiful, like just generally happy. I've never met like an upset Filipino, and if they have, they've apologized like several minutes later, being like, "Sorry, I just have something else."
And if you have to rank your top 5 Asians
And
that
they're
are
always
comfortable
not-
saying the N-word, it's Filipinos.
That's a good clip. We're gonna post that one. No, honestly. And someone told me that a black dude told me that he's like, man, if there was any race, my homie told me that if there's any race that can say the N word, I would let Filipinos for sure. And then he's like, and then I asked him like, what race would you be? He's like, oh, definitely Filipino.
Okay.
Any other race? He would. So we have like, here's the thing about Filipinos. We're kind of like they, in the Asian, community or like we're known as like the blacks of Asia,
It's like what the
You know what I
Italians
mean?
were,
right?
the
Because
Europeans.
we're Asian, but we're a little darker, but we have like fucking different last names,
Right.
right? So we get that kind of shit a lot. But the thing is, though, I'm really stoned and don't know where I'm going with this, but I
But what
love
do you-
the ranking. Where's the ranking?
No, why do you feel like because me and Jared were talking about it off camera or whatever, and it's like, why do you?
Oh, yeah,
think,
the N-words,
Why?
yeah.
No, not that. But like, why do you think Filipinos have such a hot pulse on like pop culture as well as like just generally they're on the beat.
They're
with a lot of
they're
things.
cool. Why are Filipinos
Yeah,
so
why do you
cool?
feel? Why do
I
you think-
didn't say that. I didn't say
Why
that.
are we
Danny
so
said
fucking
that.
cool? Because we're fucking cool, man.
But you guys know, but there's I think culturally, like all the Filipinos that I know from Toronto, like the dudes that we kind of came up with, all big hip hop fans.
Yeah, big hip hop
Yeah.
fans,
Hip-hop
big
seems to be-
basketball, big.
Yeah, basketball is huge.
It's
in the
because
Filipino community.
we have a history of like
And very like
being-
top notch in arts, like when it comes to like singing as well as everything
Yeah.
else, man. Like and like
there's so
plays
many
and shit.
there's so many there's so many different islands and people been colonized and all this other stuff, and like America came through, and then they were like, we became is it like like I guess colonized by America, USA. So
Weren't you
like-
colonized by
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
Spaniards first?
Spaniards first, yeah. So a lot of things happened. So a lot of things, and we were performers back then, and like there was a lot of like. So Americans introduced Filipinos to basketball, right? So that's why they love basketball.
Buddy, I'm
Became
just
the
watching the
national-
gears turn,
became
and you're
the
like,
national sport.
fuck.
Like-
Fuck.
Yo, 'cause
I
there's
thought
so
we were
much-
talking shit. I didn't know it was an interview.
Yeah,
Fuck.
no,
No, it's
Welcome to 60 Minutes, motherfucker. Defend yourself. Defend your race.
Yeah. This
It's
guy's
not
saying
that-
Filipinos aren't that Asian. Well, your eyes are looking real like it right
this
now.
guy,
This
this
guy's
guy goes
fucking.
inside, smokes a big blunt,
Yeah.
thinking this is going to be something else. No, you fucking stand
Yeah,
up and you tell us what the fuck. Why should you be allowed in our home?
no, man. There's so much history behind it.
Yeah.
that I can't
It
like.
sounds like you don't know it.
There's a lot, and I don't know where to start.
Too much
Okay.
history.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just,
know-
okay, how about this,
there-
dude?
there-
You know, we're
there's
not
a
gonna put
lot.
you on the stand like that. We just want your top 5, and I think you're gonna put Filipino number 1.
No, I'm not gonna.
What's
Obviously,
your top 5 Asians?
We're not gonna.
But then
We're not
also,
gonna have Filipinos in that thing because I'm.
okay, well then what's your top 5 whites?
Okay,
What's your
okay.
top-
I'll
after
do- I'll do
after
top,
his Asians,
top
I want to know his top 5 whites.
Asians. Number 1, only because I grew up with a lot around and I know them well and I love their culture. Koreans, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're
Yeah.
good food.
Yep.
And this is just based on my personal I'll say Koreans. Then I'm close with a lot of Vietnamese people.
Okay.
So I fuck with the Vietnamese, Japanese. They're obviously
they're killing
they're
it. Been killing it.
sushi. They're freaking anime. Come on, man. Fucking samurai ninja shit. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Then what else here? I
It's
got
good to have him say it
right.
instead of Danny. It's usually Danny says so. I fucking love the Japanese because they're fucking samurai shit and they got those fucking big blades,
Well, I don't
bud.
understand. But the thing that we're living in such a shitty society. Why can't a white guy say that?
No, it's
not
just
it's
funny.
shit.
No,
but it's true though. But that's what's gonna
But
happen.
I will say, I was right out the gate and knew my top 5 right away.
Yeah.
but like Korea's good food, great skin, fucking good fashion. Japanese, same
But
thing.
Japanese has some of my favorite food. I think Japanese are top for food for me, man.
Japanese good food. I rock a lot of Japanese denim. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So I fuck with that shit a lot. I just hang with a lot of Vietnamese people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I had a lot of friends,
Great
a lot of
food there,
Muins
too.
and fams.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Good food, get your nails done.
Get your nails in, get your hair in.
Right?
Yeah, have a bun me and a fucking 3 color on your nails.
A bun me and a man bun right there. You got it all in one stop.
Chinese, of course. Chinese is just. I feel like they're the white people of the the Asian community.
How do you mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot. They own a lot of shit. They run shit.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Trying to take over a lot of places too.
Yeah, but but there's a lot of Chinese people.
Yeah.
First ever Asian, the first ever Asian person that you're gonna think of as an Asian is a Chinese person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First ever Asian you met, Chinese
Yeah,
survey
I mean,
says,
like,
boom, Jackie Chan.
I mean,
you know what I
dude,
mean? Like,
if you come from where I grew up out in the country, every Asian person was Chinese.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's but
you
that's
ask
living
it
in a
With
bubble.
the little square flat round hat with the tail coming out the
Yeah,
back.
if you ask,
That's
any,
if you're living in a bubble, though, a bubble tea.
Yeah, but if you ask any non-fucking cultural
Living in a
person,
bubble tea?
bubble
Yeah.
tea, living in a boba,
Yeah, living in a boba, baby.
Boba. Yeah, it's so funny.
Tapiocuza or
Tapiocuza.
Tapioca.
Oh no.
Oh man, this is okay. Cool. We might have to edit. No, I'm joking. No,
we
fuck
good.
it. We
Yeah,
don't. We
we're
keep
good,
it
man.
raw, like sushi.
Oh, mama! That's why he's getting paid now.
So then, what's your
My-
top 5 whites?
Top. Did I do all Asians? Hold on, wait.
No, hold on.
No, you did Koreans, Vietnamese,
Japanese.
Japanese, Chinese. You got one more.
Is
You
there-
decided to take
No, I mean-
Filipinos off the list.
No, Filipinos are number
They're
one.
number 1, but
So
then
then
you're
you're
trying to do
five.
5 more, I thought.
Maybe Cambodians. We'll go with my
Cambodians.
Cambodians.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. The girl with the relic hunter. She was a Cambodian.
Yeah.
The Cambos out
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Okay,
Okay.
so
Hell
top
yeah.
5 whites. But here's the thing. Some of my favorite whites I don't consider white. Is this weird?
What do you
Go
consider?
ahead.
I don't consider. To me, I consider white like, and not no hate to you, like Dirt Campbell. That's a fucking white name.
Yeah.
But if I have to fucking hang out with Massimo D'Agostino, is that a fucking white name? White,
That
you know what I mean?
that
Well,
goes
that
back
would
to the
be like
Italian,
Italian,
the
white.
Sicilian sort of white.
yeah,
right?
that fucking like I know Italians are white, but they're not really white.
Where the Filipinos consider the Europe, where the
Yeah,
blacks
they're
are the
not.
Europe.
They're
Right.
like they eat with spices. They have food that regular white. You know what I mean? Like you got a guy from the country. And
So
he's
then
like,
I guess-
can I get some of this ganaki?
I
This
guess-
lasagna?
Dude,
But if you go to a
Ganaki.
small town anywhere in Canada, dude, there is a Chinese restaurant and it's run by a white dude named Glenn, and it is fucking. And people do believe that chicken balls are authentic.
Yeah, a lot of our North American food isn't authentic Chinese food.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
orange
man.
chicken's not.
But on that note, I'll include all white, but obviously Italians. Love Italians. Shout out to the Greeks. You know what I mean? Greeks,
Yeah.
great foods.
Oh yeah. Greek
Immediately, a
food's
couple of
phenomenal.
our listeners will go like, "We're not white, we're olive."
Yeah, well, throw a few more on top of my salad with that feta.
Yeah,
Greeks. I have a big fond of this culture only because I've hung out with a lot of my boys are Zarko, Marko, fucking the Serbians.
Marco. What name
Serbians.
did you say when you said you were coming to? Because our neighborhood's primarily
Oh,
Puerto Rican, Dominican. And you said if you
Yo.
got lost, you just say you're going to talk to who?
Just say anytime you're lost in New York, you just be like, "Yo, I'm here to see Flacco."
Flacco.
There's always a Flacco in New York.
There'd be a flock of Flacos.
Yo,
Yeah,
Flacco,
yeah.
hey.
Flacco Seagull.
What do you think, though? Okay, so you know
Go.
Danny and I. Well,
Yes.
So you know that us as being like, I mean, we both sound super Canadian.
Yes.
I sound like I'm from Ontario. He sounds like he's from Berta.
Yeah.
So clearly, this is the most Canadian like apartment in Brooklyn, right? Like I can't
Yeah.
get more than
Yes.
this. And so, do you find it funny when you came into our neighborhood to kind of see where we live and that this is like?
I thought it
our
was
spot?
hilarious. I
Yeah.
thought this was so funny.
We love it, dude.
This like St. Clair West. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or like, Bathurst and Wilson
In
back
Toronto,
home in
yeah.
Toronto. But this is very, very ethnic and very like you could tell motherfuckers are playing dice somewhere.
Oh, 100%.
They are,
You know what I
they are
mean?
They
right
are,
now.
and they're playing
Right across the road,
dominoes.
barbershop.
There's a big vibrancy too, like especially in the summer, man. Like they would just basically the bodega across the street and the nail and hair salon would be playing all their music while
Yeah.
they're out front playing dominoes, and then these people on this side would be playing all
These
Hey,
people.
bro, no.
Yeah.
The Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans. The thing is,
No, I'm like on this side.
They love
These
it.
people. This guy's Don chairing me right now, eh?
Yeah, here are these left-wing pinkos. No, but dude, they compete with music like right across the street. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was
Like
funny.
they blasting music here, and then like 15 feet away, there's a whole another party blasting music. And when you get caught in the middle of it, and I walk by
Yeah.
sometimes when they're partying out on the sidewalk, and they can't talk to each other. It's so loud. Like they just sit and they just smoke and they drink, and it's awesome, dude. Like the streets here are alive, dude.
They're
Like,
always
they just
alive.
breathe. Like New
Bro-
York has so much fucking life, and it's awesome.
It's crazy. This is an amazing city.
Yeah.
And the funny thing too about it is like this looks like a neighborhood where like if I went to a barber shop, like the motherfucker would try to sell me a velour tracksuit
yeah,
at the same time.
it's
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
get
You
a
know
little
what I mean?
wristwatch
like
on
a
the way out.
John.
We went
Trying-
down to Danny and I took a little trip down. Some guy we met a dude from Georgia. Is he from Atlanta?
Who?
Diamond District.
This
We did. So we got.
Oh, no, he's from Jersey,
no, but he lives. Where's
but
he
he
live?
lives in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, sorry. And so this guy came in. He's like, "Yeah, you guys want to make some extra money?" He's like, "I'm gonna take you down to the Diamond District." And I'm like, "Okay, probably not, right? Like that's
Right.
you ever seen Uncut Gems?"
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
like that's the Diamond District
Of course,
here.
yeah.
Okay, so
Like tracks,
this guy
jewelry, all
tells
that
us
stuff.
he's like, yeah, we're gonna take you. He's like, you guys can get some work down in the Diamond District. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. So then 2 days later, Danny knocks on my door and I'm like, open it up. Comes in, his hair's wet, just showered. He's wearing jeans. He's like, you coming? I'm like, where are we going? He goes, Diamond District.
Diamond
dude.
District, bro. Danny Diamonds and Jerry the Jeweler, bro.
So we were on the Diamond. We were hanging out in the Diamond District, dude. And this guy comes like, all right, I gotta hunt down this watch. Like we were in it, like seeing how the Diamond District like moves. Turns out we need a lot of money to invest into it before we can make money off of it. But the fact that we were down there, and first thing he says, he goes, okay, so welcome to the Diamond District. It's a lot like Uncut Gems. It's a little grittier, less chance of getting shot in the head. We're like, okay, let's go get this watch.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
New York is, bro. And
But I'm gonna play it when I come back. I'm gonna get that old wedding ring that I have that has just been sitting in a cursed cup, and I'm gonna hawk it, and I'm gonna try and flip it for something
Hawk
more.
two up, baby.
That's when you had that first one that ran away. It got really nervous here. Got really intimate. Just for your ex-wife,
My ex-girlfriend,
right?
yeah.
Ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
Something got real weird there.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I was in the middle. I was like between
Ran
two-
away, dude. What do you
Yeah.
mean,
Two
bro? I
guys playing
fucking
loud
threw
music.
a grenade through the window of the house and let that shit explode.
Yeah. Not good.
I've heard some stories. Okay, so
Well, let's tell them.
I just feel like New York is so crazy. Like
It
this
is
is
crazy
This is
here,
the only city I've ever. Like I said, I've been touring crazy, so I've seen a lot of cities, and this city is the only city you'll see motherfuckers just eat meals while walking.
And
Just straight up meals, like
And
not even a fucking wrap or
Yep.
like straight up rice.
Oh, yeah.
and walking.
I still don't understand people that can eat. Like I felt this way in Toronto too. And when I went back to Toronto after I've been here for 5 months,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how clean it actually is versus New York. Like
Oh,
the
it's
subways,
funny.
because I was always like I could never eat on the subway. And then when I went back to Toronto, I'm like I could eat lobster on the subway. But then
I straight up
here,
watched
dude,
a person eat chicken wings on the New
Yeah.
York subway,
they
slucking
all-
their fingers back, and then they pull the the pole and everything. Fucking.
But they also
Just
have
eating everything.
full-on barbecues, like right outside of our subway station, and like I want to try it. We haven't had it yet, but like, dude, they're grilling chicken out there,
Yeah,
chicken feet, everything,
Making
It's-
pupusas right on the street
Yeah,
corner.
dude,
it's crazy. But like, I like the subway. How It's not cloth. Like the cloth on the
It's gross.
TTC.
No,
it's
it's
gross.
gross.
Get the
Even-
fucking
yeah.
Well,
rid
that's
of
how you
that
get all the
shit.
big bed bugs, and then you get full of
Why
piss
are
and
you
shit and
who
everything.
said this is a good idea? Fucking cloth.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's the only thing I hate
It's
about
pretty
it.
gnarly.
And you
Oh,
see the difference between a new one and an old one. And the new one's like fresh blue, nice green, and then the old one's just dirty brown, black.
Or it looks like it's been burnt.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
got
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's got fucking
got
hard
hash
tips.
marks.
Hard
Yeah.
tips because someone burnt it.
And it's just a shitty transit system, period, in Toronto. But
the worst.
But now I see too how Toronto is so small. Like Toronto, the whole of Toronto is basically the size of just Brooklyn. It's one borough,
Exactly.
right? Like so, it's crazy here, dude. But that's why the comedy here is fire. I mean, this is I think stand-up comedy capital of the world,
It's amazing. It's great here.
right? But so you
Yeah.
are on the road a lot now, but you've still been back in Toronto. I always love getting your opinion on comedy and what's going on because you're never afraid to say what's up. And,
yeah, like
and
how do you feel the pulse of the Toronto scene
do
or
you-
the Canadian
I don't want to
comedy
waste
in
time
general?
while I'm fucking in America talking about that shithole piece of shit. Fucking invite me here. Invite me here. I come here to hang out, and this is what we're gonna waste time on. That fucking.
Well, I mean, we
cesspool
asked
of
you what your
garbage.
top 5 Asians were, and that took a fucking long
Yeah,
time
we're
to get
trying to
out
get
here. So we'd rather speak on something where you have a visceral pain about, so you could get the emotion out. You know?
Listen, here's the thing about the Toronto. I love that city. It made us who we are.
So do I.
It
So do I.
builds you as a fucking comedian.
Yeah.
And you become universally funny. And that country alone will make you a great comedian if you put the work and you fucking grind it out
Mm-hmm.
and you put your head down and shut the fuck up. But nobody is doing that anymore, and there's too much entitlement, and there's too many people trying to rip people off. I honestly think, here's the deal, man. I don't give a fuck. Too many motherfuckers are saying yes. Too many of these wave motherfuckers are saying yes.
Well, a lot
to
of people-
shitty deals.
And then it sets a standard. For
Yeah,
what
they
the
shit a
country
deal.
people are afraid
You
to
know
say
what I
no
mean?
to to $300. and then
Everybody
it
forgets
fucks
how
everyone over.
powerful you say no.
You know, yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you try to start this wave and you got this good comedians, you know what I mean, and you saying yes to these shitty deals, now everybody's got to say yes to these shitty deals. So you fucking up the whole game. Bro, the MacBook Pro is the same price everywhere. So why are you making headliners fight over fucking crumbs? Give them the pay rate. Give them the fucking pay rate.
Right. Yeah, no,
Right?
that's true. And that has been a problem since. So I'll just say quickly,
I
when
feel like
Danny
it's
moved to Toronto, what you did like 6 years there?
8.
8 years there.
Yeah.
So when you came in, and so I started in Toronto like 12 years ago. I thought it was awesome at that time because we had great comics,
Yeah.
we had a great crew.
Yeah.
So when Danny came in, Toronto was popping at that time.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a really good fucking place to do comedy. Like you said, it really did make you good. You could do 3, 4, 5 shows a night sometimes, depending on what was cooking. And I would have always put the best comedians coming out of Toronto against the best comedians in any city at that time. I just think that that's maybe shifted a little bit. And even like I was there still a half a year ago, and I noticed it. The hangouts aren't the same.
No, the shows ain't the
I
same.
guess now because we haven't been on the open mic scene in a long time. But for the guys that are coming up, that scene is not what
dead.
it was.
It's dead.
Yeah, there's no mic scene.
I feel like when we first started, or when I came to Toronto, you had multiple rooms that had a prestige to it. So you wanted
Yes.
to become good, and then there was a lot of maybe there was a couple gatekeepers, but those gatekeepers were almost justified because then they didn't want to have shitty comics or shitty acts on I guess the stage that they provided, because it had all the weight of the name and the previous performers before that. And then I feel like a lot of those rooms kind of dissipated, and then it became let's all kind of eat together and let's all kind of have this kumbaya
but it's
camaraderie
like
that
you
took
trying
away.
to do it
because there was
became-
almost factions.
It's,
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
also like a high school
always been
drama.
cliquey.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been clicky, and people want more social out of people forget that it's a job, and we're not a band, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We're not a fucking band, and don't get mad because I'm trying to bury you on fucking stage.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do, man.
But that
Yeah.
changes too with time, right? Because when we're first there, a big part of going out, especially for guys like us, was the party as well, right? We loved going out, we loved doing our shows, and then we loved hanging out and drinking and partying. And now,
Good people.
like you got a family, you're on the road a lot. Danny and I are just burning cash on visas in New York. So now it really is, it's a job now. Like we're really trying to level up and do something different. So naturally, just for us, it changes what you're chasing every night when you go out is different now, right?
But
you're looking to
exactly.
elevate now. You're not just
Yeah,
looking to
but-
fucking have a good time necessarily.
Things don't matter anymore. This is what I noticed. Like I wanted to get all these Canadian credits before I came here, but it didn't matter. But at the same time, it did matter because it put me prepared.
Yeah.
And this is as a comic who loves Toronto. And I don't want people to think this is hate, but it is hate because I remember what it used to be. And it's
Yes.
because I have this passion towards it because I love that city so much.
Fuck yeah.
It did so much for
I
me.
still love Toronto
and it's
so
not
much.
Yeah,
the
I think
same.
Toronto's one of the
I love
greatest
it. I
cities in
love
North
the city. I
America.
love it. I have the game, but like, there's obviously there's that fucking animosity they have because it's not the same what it used to be. I can't get. It's not the same hug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but the crazy thing though, what I hate about Toronto was like, especially Canada, if you notice here in America is like, Canadian comics post for Canadian comics. You know, does that make sense? Like, but then when you post to big up your tour or your show or your flyer or your fucking product or your fucking thing, you get shitted on. You know, there's definitely guys on group chats are like, "Oh, keep doing another fucking Filipino content." And it's like, yeah, go fucking
Dude.
keep
All
your
the
shit to
people-
yourself. You know what I mean?
All the people that
bitter.
I've come to learn though, the people that do that. Me and Danny have talked about it, dude. When we're like, when we start posting some videos and shit here, you'll see like the amount of shares versus stuff. And I'm like,
Be
how
like
many
10
of those shares do you think are comics
10
trying to
likes,
fucking make fun of us?
10 likes, 20 shares.
And you know what? The comics that always shit on other comics for doing anything are the guys who aren't doing something and they're insecure about the fact that they're not doing something.
Exactly.
It's like anything in life.
But it's the weird thing is because you get shitted on in that scene for trying. Like, wait, you're
Well,
gonna
because
shit on this for trying?
I find
100%.
Canadian comedy, and especially in like Toronto,
Yeah.
now it was either tall poppy syndrome, or it was like a bunch of crabs in the buckets. That's what I felt like it was like when I first came there, and then even more towards the end, I was like more self-secure with who I was and like what I was doing, and knew that I had more plans beyond what I wanted to do that like it's little scene and stuff. But some of them are always like, oh fucking no, because they want you to stay in that same.
Well,
little
some
thing.
people are threatened
Because-
when you see the bigger picture.
Well, yeah,
they don't see it.
They don't have a
They
vision.
don't see it, but-
and then when you want to go and be like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, that, and that, they're, oh, humble yourself, stay. You're not gonna do that. It's like, well, what the fuck you mean? Why can't I do that?
But that's the thing. It's like, and a lot of people ask me, how did I get this wave and how did I catch it? Like, because a lot of people think, oh, dude, I'm in Toronto, and people are like, yo, what are you doing in town?
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, I went to this party. Shout out to Chillin' and Grillin', the boys.
We're gonna cut that. We don't know Chillin' and Grillin'. We have no affiliation with Chillin' and Grillin'.
No, you do. It's the baddest party in Toronto. So we were there, and people were like, what the fuck you doing here? You know what I mean? I mean, what do you mean? They're like, oh, are you in town doing shows? People think I'm fucking American.
That's a good
Yeah.
feel. But
You know
also,
what I'm saying?
you pass like you're moving down to Vegas. People are
Yeah.
just going to assume you're American, right? You
I get it
seem
all the
like you're
time.
from California.
I
Yeah.
get California, I get the Bay Area. Some people think I'm from Chicago. So, but the thing is with me is I always had my mind state. Like, you know, we hang and we do these things, but I'm also very like, I got a social media. I fucking, I run. I'm the king of the Irish goodbyes.
See,
you might not see me leave. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I know
So-
you are. But also the funny thing with you, like you said, like you come down here and people will be like, yo, this guy might be from the Bay Area. Danny and I, the best we're gonna get is like, are you from Duluth, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Like we
Duluth.
yeah, bro. Like we stand out, dude. Like
Yeah.
we're Fargo, and it's But the thing is, too, dude. When you're talking about people doubting and people not wanting a lot for what Danny and I think got a lot of the same is like a lot of people looked at us being like, oh, do you think your Canadian shit is gonna translate down there?
Fuck
like
yeah,
we're so
funny's
Canadian,
funny, man.
and then
But you guys are not, though.
no, but then we come down here. We sound like we're very obviously Canadian. We talk about it on stage, but the thing is, it is working, and people do fucking like us because we're just putting in the work, and I think we're funny.
No, yes, but here's the thing. Yeah, I do agree, but the reason why it works for you guys is because you're killers. That fucking sentiment works 80% of the time, but that's a fucking test to see who you guys are. But we also know your shit wasn't just Canadian. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I thought.
You
A lot of
shit-
people still assumed that it was.
You
Because
talk
they
about
hear the
your
more
small
to-
town,
Yeah.
and this and that, but
Yeah.
like there's small towns here.
Fuck yeah, there's a lot
Duluth,
more.
Minnesota. There's fucking Idaho. There's you know what I'm saying. There's
But then
Wyoming.
it's also
there's
fun too, though, where it's like they do the shows. Like even when you're back in Canada, people are like, "Oh man, fuck, I'm from Alberta. You remind me of my friends from blah 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 blah." But then back here or in America, they're like, "Oh man, you remind me of home so much." Fucking, and then other Americans would be like, "Oh, I got a bunch of Canadian buddies. That's fucking sick." So it's like, even
but
then,
it's also because you guys write and you guys fucking find a way to be universal through your own shit, and that's the same thing with me. Like people be like, oh, he's just a Filipino comedian or whatever, and then they watch my show and they're like, oh shit, you got jokes, and that's the same thing. It's like and that's because we were in the fucking training zone. We're in the fucking train. We're in the
and
danger
it's like
zone.
I find it
fucking
too,
Toronto.
where it's like even in Canadian comedy, man, you have to be okay with going and eating shit in the sticks, going wherever the fuck you need to go, putting yourself in every
The
situation.
one-nighters are brutal.
Every
every
situation, man.
situation.
So you can be battle tested for it. So when you come into these American shows, you come to all, you're like, I've seen everything before. I'm not scared of this. I'm not intimidated by it. Like, what's the
And
nothing can phase me.
The advantage when you come down here, like you were saying before, about you come down here when you're ready.
Yeah.
But I think that what happens when you come to New York, this is why a lot of Toronto guys thrive here, and this is why you're thriving down here, is because we've put in, you get here and they're like, oh, the new guys on the scene, right? And they assume like, what mic are you hitting tonight? It's like, no, dude, we were touring a country, headlining, like we know how to do an hour, like we fucking, and then they're giving you these 7-minute showcase spots. Like I can smoke 7 minutes because I smoked 7 minutes for 8 years before I got put on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're coming here so battle hardened, and they don't know that, and it's such an advantage.
Yeah, and I was in another podcast, and it was in LA, and I was explaining to them, because we know this, to come here, to actually work here, do you know what credits you have to get?
Right.
Because you have to get the paperwork. You have to show that you've done festivals, you've done tapings, you've done fucking headline clubs. So by the time you get here, you're on the same fucking track as homie who moved here from fucking Michigan, who just decided to do comedy. Yeah, you're on the same fucking shows as him, but you're not the same fucking comedian. So they just like, the crazy thing about me when I'm in the States, they always think that I'm new. So when I say I'm 17, 18 years, you are.
They probably also think you're 17, 18 years old, dude.
It's been a fucking blessing, bro. And like, it's crazy thing is like, I was in Dallas and people were coming up to me like, dude, where the fuck did you come from? You did that? That's your crowd work? You can do crowd work? I was like, yeah, bitch. I'm slapping people at shows.
Dude. Also,
I learned how to do it.
Dude, one of my favorite things about Keith too, and I'll say, and if you're from our comedy scene, you know this about Keith, is that Keith has a few drinks and he gets going. You're like, Keith, we need you. Keith, look me in the eyes and watch my lips move. We need you to do 12 minutes. Please. Keith, when you see that light, that you know the light, I know you know the light, motherfucker. And when you see it, you need to wrap it up. And then Keith, if he's had a few drinks, okay, now he's at 17 minutes. Now you're really flashing the light.
I watched him do a full 30 minutes in between the middle and
I
then
can
me.
beat you on that. I can beat you on that.
At Burlington, he's like, all right, Jan, I'm just going to tell a joke. And I went, okay. And then I lean over to Sam and go, buddy, this is going to be an HBO special.
Yeah.
And then fucking 30 minutes, man, this guy just burnt the light. And then he's like, I'm sorry, dog. I was like, no, I was having fun when I was watching it. It goes to a point where you're like, okay, now it's comical. Where you're like, just fucking run it.
You were in Moncton. He was there at that. You were at.
I was at Hubcap.
Were you at that show though?
Oh,
he did?
man. Under the subway?
So
Under the
guy,
subway
we got
sandwiches
We
restaurant?
got cut, right? And this guy is hammered, right? He's been drinking all day. He goes up for shows. Bro, he's supposed to do 10 minutes. No joke. 42 minutes. I've never seen anything like it. This guy, and everybody, there's that part where people are like, fuck, he's blowing the light. Fuck this guy. Then there's like the 15 minutes where you're fascinated because you're like, how long can he really do this for? And then everyone's like, holy shit. And then he gets off stage and he's like, and he asked me, I'm like, Keith, I think you went 35 minutes over time.
Guys.
And he's like, nah. And then you almost barfed on that girl's back who was standing right in front of you. Like, you went, and it just hit the floor right behind her back. And I was like, God damn, I love this dude. But that was insane, dude. You're the only guy I know who could drop 42 out of 10.
First of all, I love this dude because we have so many memories together. And this guy, like, he has a speech in my funeral because you've seen so much shit in my life.
And you better believe I'm going 2 hours.
Yeah. Bro. But no, dog, it's
bumping Bev just so you can do a fucking.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, when you got that dad anger some days, you know what I mean, and you come out and the alcohol gets in you, it's main character energy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll have time and I'll be killing it. I'm like, there's no way this is. And I'll just keep going. I'm like, fuck.
But I see it too where you've been so hammered and the crowd knows that you're so hammered. And then what you do is you won't get off stage until you get that big laugh you want. And then sometimes you've been like that time. I think you were just so loaded. You were just and eventually the crowd's like, I think we all need to clap here together at some point.
Yeah.
And because you won't leave until you get that big
bad.
pop. No, but I like that. But I like that you won't leave until you get that big pop because I'm more like, okay, I was defeated tonight. See ya. 4 out of 10. Bye.
Yeah.
No, I will. And there's come a point, and I don't want to be an asshole or anything and be a dick, but it's just sometimes I'm out and I'm having a good time. I love this fucking job, but then at the same time, It's Canada. It doesn't matter. My career's still good.
Yeah.
You know how they tell you these things like, oh, you gotta be.
Well,
If you're a cool guy and you're good at
you're
what
the
you
guy,
do.
you'd be like, yo, a guy would be like, yo, I did 12 sets this week. He's like, I did 12 sets too, but I did 4 hours. So I am fucking way more seasoned than you do.
Yeah.
Keith just gets off. They're like, oh, yeah, man, you run the night. Suck my dick. I'm Keith Pedro.
Yeah, basically.
I remember I did.
Oh,
you guys.
yeah. He says, no, Irish goodbye. And walks away.
Wait, where'd Keith go?
You want to go to the bathroom?
I love it though. We have a lot of memories. We've done a lot of road shit. This is the only guy, dude. We were heading out into the country one time on a gig. This was hilarious, dude. We drove by. We're just driving regularly, just talking, whatever. And
I know what you're gonna
say. A cop just passes us, just normally. As soon as a cop passes us, Keith goes, whew, and he just kisses the fucking cross.
No, I did the sign of the
and
cross.
then in my mind, I'm like, what's in this car right now?
I
dude?
did the sign of the cross. Then I kissed the.
And I'm like, you got a body in the trunk, dude? I've never seen someone so relieved that a cop kept going by.
You know, I just been pulled
Keith
over.
Pax
20
Pedro. That's what they call him.
It's too much. Yo, there was one. Were you there? Were you there at that gig? I think it was me, you, and O'Gorman, and we did this gig to Seneca College, and the college was in the ghetto, and it's in Finch East. So it's like, dude, so we're driving. I got a fucking Explorer, black Explorer. So I was like, dog, take your hats off. And I think one of you guys were like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dude, take your fucking hats off. We can't have fucking an Explorer filled with hats in this fucking. Are you crazy, bro? They're going to pull us over.
Oh,
But there was so much shit. And then
I should be like, Keith, let me drive, man. It'll be fine.
there was
Put
another.
your hat on?
There was another
Straightforward?
funny. I want to say that. Can I say this? There's a new Yuck Yucks that opened up in Niagara Falls. Gave everybody free drinks. You had free drinks. Me and
We put
Jared
an end to that.
Campbell
We put an end to
ended
that.
shit.
Yeah.
We ended that.
I always hated comics when they ruined
You're the
shit.
cocksuckers. Why I can't even get a full plate of fries?
Dude, I always hated when comics did that. When you go to a casino, they're like, you guys aren't allowed to gamble. We're like, why? Because this one motherfucker came through here. And so me and Keith, dude, we went there, and it wasn't totally our fault.
No, it wasn't our fault though.
The wait staff was
fault.
drinking privately in our green room too, and they kept getting shots and drinking shots too. But at the end of that weekend, they were like, no more free drinks for comics. And you know what? It was my last time ever playing there. And then I stopped working with the Yucks a month later. So it was one of those, I threw the match over my shoulder and they just fucking left.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't mean to do it. I felt like
Yeah,
whatever.
threw the
I
match and the
I get a
whiskey.
text the week after.
Molotov.
Fucking Brian Hatt hits me. He goes, "So seriously, bro, you and Campbell just gonna fuck up the drinks for everybody?"
That was the only good thing about that club, dude, was being able to drink.
But Brian Hatt's just trying to get like Diet Cokes.
Yeah,
You can't even get a Diet Coke.
Oh, man. Yeah,
so-
dude, we had some good fucking times, some good road shit. And I'm happy that you're down here. What is
Go.
the best place you've been to in the States? And what's the biggest shithole you've played so far?
I wouldn't say shithole.
You can say it.
You know what? Here's the thing. It's not because it was a Wednesday, but it was right before 4th of July, so it was a fun time. San Antonio was probably, I wouldn't say shit. It wasn't shit. It was just the way the show, like, I had a great time. My boy Chris Goulon was there. He fucking killed it. San Antonio's a great town. I think just the setup or the area the place was in.
Uh-huh.
But the crowd was great. I loved San Antonio. But the crowd was fucking great. But I mean, like, people were like, yo, locked. It was in a hood place. This is how I knew it was a ghetto venue. Nothing was served in glass. It was plastic cups or
Oh,
cans.
yeah, because those things go flying.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, there's fights happening here, huh? The girl's like, yup. So it wasn't that it was shit, but that was like probably like, I remember my homie Chris, he featured for me. He was like, nah, dog, don't have shit visible in your whip. I go, oh, fuck, I think I got like my weed out and my fucking, you know what I mean, my merch. So let me just grab all that shit. And, you know, I told my manager, like, you grab all that shit. So there was that. But the best place? I don't know, man. There's San Diego's great, man.
I saw you killing it in
I
San Diego. That
recorded
looked
San
awesome when you were
Diego.
down
It
there.
was
Did you
fucking-
record down there?
Yeah, we recorded that album.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
fucking
That's awesome.
amazing. We're going to drop that October 10th. Baby, Manny Stackow. Manny Stackow.
Are you going to have him on the cover wearing a bra in a bathtub?
Nah, the cover's dope.
This is
But,
your hero?
No, it's a you'll see it. You'll see play on something. But San Diego, Vegas, fucking the Bay Area.
Yeah.
The Bay
I think
Area,
you-
I think, is one of my favorites.
I think
You
you
got
thrive
that
down
vibe,
there.
man.
Yeah.
You got the whole Bay Area
man.
vibe.
Fucking Bay Area's fucking. I can't say there's one spot, but I love. Obviously, the Bay, fucking San Diego, that was fucking crazy. But Vegas was so much fun. Hawaii, fucking Kona.
Cool.
Fucking
I got a
Hawaii.
fond.
That's
I have
right,
a
you were
fond
just in
memories of-
Hawaii.
Yeah, I was in fucking Hawaii.
Fond
man.
memories
Their
of
crowd,
Hawaii myself.
Yeah.
the fucking
Yep,
crowds
never
are
been.
crazy.
That's awesome, dude. Good, man. It's going to keep taking you everywhere. Are you going overseas and doing shit over there, too?
Well, fucking Danny was talking to a homie that was talking to my agent.
Yep.
And seems like we're gonna make that happen in
Gonna
Australia.
go do a
Down
nice little,
under.
a nice little
Yeah.
Kings of Comedy run, I think.
Down
he is.
under.
Yeah, it's gonna
You,
be
want
sweet,
to talk about people that hate Filipinos?
No, there's a lot there in Australia.
No, I'm
dude.
just kidding.
Yeah.
I think that Australia's come a long way since being a country built on
A penal
criminals.
colony?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. All right, what are you saying? Anyone?
Well, I think we should probably set our intentions forward here, charge all the batteries, and get everything going on.
Yeah, we're gonna set our
Into an hour
intentions, and
here.
we're gonna get you out of here, Keith. But
Well, okay.
we
This was fun.
appreciate you. But
No, I
we're
love
gonna
you.
keep talking for a sec. We're gonna do it, Danny. You can kick us off, and then we'll go down the line.
At the end of each show, we like to set our intentions going forward into the next week, and set. It's a bit of a daytime journal, a little thing here. So going into the future here for the next week, my intentions are to rock the shows in Winnipeg, Edmonton, Austin, as well as have some fun with my family. Take a little time. Usually, I always go into Edmonton and spend a lot of time doing comedy and hitting the mics and doing whatever kind of show. I always have the problem of saying yes. So with their discussion earlier today, I'm going to say no to some shows.
Yeah, very
and
nice.
just spend some time with the family while I'm there. Enjoy the Canadian Thanksgiving, as well as just stay off the booze and stay positive mindset and just enjoy my family.
We like that, Danny. That's what I like that for you. I like that for Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
Edmonton.
Sometimes you
you're
gotta
safe for now.
you gotta go back home, eh?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I go back home, suck the mother's tit, and just tap the maple tree.
That's right. There's a whole kind of a weird theme on this pod that Danny still somehow really wants to suck on his mom's breast, and I don't know if
I have
that's.
to see a picture.
No, I don't. It's the phrase.
I gotta see a
It's
picture.
the phrase. Get the mother's tit milk.
Mother's
you know
milk.
what I mean? Like
Mother's
I want to
milk.
go home, get a
Big
nice
strong
cooked
boy.
meal for my mom, have a beautiful Italian dinner, just chill with my mom, catch up, and enjoy things.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
don't misconstrue the sucking on my mom's tit for her beautiful nectar.
misconstrued. I'm gonna have a good time here. Okay. I'm gonna when Danny takes off. I'm gonna keep my drinking under wraps. I got passed at a club here this past week, so I'm gonna start. Got my first shows
Which
coming up
club?
with them. New York Comedy Club.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. I got shows coming up this week with them. I want to start rocking them. I want to start being able to fuck around a little more on stage because I'm starting to get that freedom a bit more than I had when I first got here. So
Of course, no, you gotta be tight.
yeah, so now I'm trying to I want to focus on writing. I want to set some new goals. I want to just, I got a lot I want to do before the end of this year. So I'm going to start really zoning in on that. Sober October, so it's going to be time to just kind of literally click in and focus. Eat right, go to the gym, and just fucking try to get myself up to an 8 out of 10, Keith.
Yeah, there you go. There
What about
go.
you, baby?
Just keep my intentions, man. Just keep killing, man.
Hell yeah.
Just keep doing this, what I'm doing, promoting myself and being happy with myself, proud of myself, loving yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You gotta be, and just be staying grateful and,
Some
and
people
humble.
mistake my
You know what I mean?
confidence for arrogance, but this is for them.
Yeah, you know
where
what I mean?
Where are you headed next? What's
We got
up?
Virginia Beach. I don't know when you guys are gonna air this, but we got Virginia Beach, and then we got Philly, and then we got DC on Sunday. I'm very pumped. Haven't been to DC ever, so I'm pumped about that.
I'm sure you
And,
take a picture in front of the memorial.
Yeah,
for me,
might
eh?
as well, man.
Please do.
Yeah.
And then we
Stand,
got
lay down like this and have that huge thing.
Yeah,
in your
right.
hand.
Do your
Cheers.
big cock.
Yeah.
Do the
that's a
big
good
cock.
look. That's a
Send
good
it to us.
profile pic.
Yeah, we'll put it on the fridge.
Put it on the fridge right next to the screeched in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, dude. So you're touring. You're planning
Yeah.
on moving your family down to Vegas next year, which is
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really, really, really good for you. I fear for them. That is the Devil's Playground. And Keith, I know you got that
No,
rubber
but they're-
arm.
they're so-
No, I think
they-
you're going to thrive down there.
There's a good community out there of locals and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
and like I said,
You'll be in
Vegas
the
is such a- yeah,
Well,
the
next
burbs,
time we
yeah.
come to Vegas, you're gonna have to tell us all the local specials.
There's some dope spots.
He'll tell you all the places where you can get a cheap steak at a strip club. That's about what Keith's going to know when you get down there.
Yeah.
She's straight, you know what I mean? We're probably gonna lap dance on some Korean barbecue.
Oh, I'd love that.
That's
Might
dope.
make my Koreans go to number one.
We might.
Well, hell yeah, dude. We're fucking, we love you, dude. We're so happy
Yeah.
you're in town and that
Thanks,
you're able
guys.
to pop by and talk some shit
Yeah.
with
course,
us.
man.
Thank you very much for coming through our place and
Follow
sharing
Keith.
us with your presence.
Where do people follow you?
At Keith Pedro, Instagram at Keith.Pedro, TikTok, and that's
Yeah, yeah.
Keith
Get
Pedro
on him.
Comedy, Facebook.
Keith's gonna be blowing up.
Get on
Get
it.
on the
Album
train
drops
now.
October 10th.
10,
Manny
10.
Stacchio.
It's 10 out of 10. 10 for 10.
Fuck yeah. And keep fucking liking and subscribing our shit. We love you guys.
Dude, bud.
God bless Keith Pedro.
Pedro.
God bless you.
And God bless America.
Ta-ta, motherfuckers.
Nice.